Hey guys, Armadillo back. Just a quick update video to show you some of the new figures I've got since my last video. I kind of had to rearrange my figures. I've ran out of room in my detolfs. This is all the space I have in my house really to dedicate towards my collection. So I got to make the best of the space I have here. And so what I did is there was a guy on Facebook, Coyo Loco Lopez, and I liked his collection because he really utilized the wall space, the negative space around his shelves with flying characters. So you can see I've kind of started to do that here. I've found some clear stands on Amazon that I was able to modify, strengthen them enough to hold transformers, and they screw onto the wall. So yeah, I've started to do that now, and I think I have a little bit more space that way. I've pulled some of the Autobots out of their shelves and I'm going to utilize the negative space around up here around these big figures. So ultimately, I'd like to have the 3 Coneheads from Maketoys kind of around Devastator here in that space, and I think that'll look good. In the meantime, here I've just put Rat Bat on a piece of acrylic to just sort of fill that space a little bit for now. So this is one of my new figures that I got was Endgame from Maketoys, their version of Dirge, and I'm really hoping that Maketoys gets to finish their assortment of Coneheads. Down here on this shelf, nothing new here, and down here just a little rearranging. I put my Insecticons into a grouping. Got some better clear risers from Amazon as well. So eventually I think I'll probably switch out those dollar store containers that I have in the background there. And I think these clear ones that the Insecticons are on are a lot nicer product. These guys are all new except for Wild Rider. I had him before, but this is the complete X-Transbots Stunticon set. And Motormaster is one of my favorite figures that I have now in my collection. That guy is really, really well done. This Energon Cube, this is the one that comes with Hasbro Soundwave, and all I did is filled it up with Elmer's pink glue that I found at Michael's, and I'm really happy with the effect. Like, you can still see through it, but it's the color that I remember from the cartoon, that kind of pinky purple. And yeah, really, really happy with how that turned out. And then down here again, just kind of reorganize some shelves, put the reflector set in a grouping. For Decepticons, I think all I'm really missing is those 2 Coneheads. I don't think I really want anything else. My Decepticons are pretty much complete for me. Over here I added this clear piece of acrylic and put a custom Earthrise Quintus on. I think it's Earthrise. Anyway, all I did is take it apart, paint the gray part silver. I did a black wash over the faces. I trimmed off the tentacles. They had these little nubs on them, and just to make it look a little bit more clean and masterpiece-like. And yeah, I think that'll do for my collection. I like the scale of it. The X-Transbots one was a little too big for me, and the price was a little bit too big too. So this will do for me, this little custom guy I did here. So I also traded out my Unique Toys blur for the Fans Toys blur here, and I used a stand to get him in a running pose. It's not the easiest figure to get a nice pose, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Yeah, for this shelf, I really, really want MMC Ocular Max to do their Steeljaw. I'd really like to put him right here in front of Blaster. That would really finish off that shelf for me. So I'm hoping I get that one day. Up here, yeah, I went with I did switch out the Masterpiece side swipe for the Bad Cube one here, and really happy with this guy. I love that he comes with the backpack, so I can put him up on the wall like this. This guy's way more posable than the original and looks just great. Very happy with him. And yeah, another stand here, just kind of pulled a fairly large minifigure Cosmos out of my shelves just to make them a little less busy, and put him in his alt mode here. And then down here, not too much new. I did do a customization here on a G1 roller. Painted it silver, and I did a little modification just so that the transform element prime gun will just plug in on the back of the G1 roller, and I'm pretty happy with how that little project turned out. I'm still debating whether to upgrade this guy to the 2.0 version and this guy to the Plus version. Still debating if I should upgrade those two. Down here, just rearrange some guys a little bit. Also kind of debating on whether I should switch this guy out for Fans Toys. I love the finish on this guy. I love the scale. But the Fans Toys, the head sculpt is better. The legs are better. But I do kind of like the real world alt mode better than, or more realistic alt mode better. The detail work and things on this. So again, I haven't made up my mind yet. But with Fans Toys, you got to make up your mind soon, or they just jump up in price so fast. So I got to make up my mind soon. Down here, not too much new. Pretty much the same. Just rearranged some guys. One of the clear risers I got from Amazon there, and same with down here. Just rearranged some guys, a few different poses, and yeah, that's it. That's about it. The only other thing I wanted to mention is I did hook up my lights to Alexa, so now she is able to turn on my my lights all at once when I ask her to. So I can say, Alexa, turn off transformer lights, and she does it for me. So, Alexa, turn on transformer lights. And she turns them on for me. I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of that. Yeah, that's it for this update, guys. Take care.